Hey guys, David Franklin here with Cartersville Uncut with Mike Abernathy, the famous, infamous, however you want to say it, Mike Abernathy, who I've worked with for the past 15 years. But so many people in Bartow County, Mike, know you. You've done everything from work at Georgia Power, but you and I have done tornado recovery, all kinds of stuff. Mike's pastor at Creekside Fellowship. So I want to do a little thing on just kind of catching up with Mike Abernathy and then do a section, because you've been going to Kentucky and we want to hear about that. But catch me up to speed on what's Mike Abernathy, what's going on like in Bartow County, man.
Well, in Bartow County, David, I'm still pastoring. Been here all 22 years right here, and 40 in the totality of it all in Bartow County. But I think Kentucky's about consuming us. I got over a stroke. I had a stroke, took my hands out, and knocked me out for a little bit. But then I came back, got everything going but my hands. I'm doing good. Lord bless me, and ain't no place to quit, so I got to keep going.
No, wait. I got to make sure I got this right. You had a stroke and you can't use your hands.
No, can't use my fingers.
Can you write?
It takes 2 fingers, 2 hands to write.
Really?
Yeah. But I still write my own sermons. They just, look like some poor, pitiful man wrote them or something. But
Mike, you hadn't. I mean, you're back. You're as wide open and helping people in Bartow County as I've ever seen you.
Our church has not slowed down. Today, they took up $6,500 just for missions. Today.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
from
awesome.
A little country church. This is probably the most giving bunch of people I've ever seen. They'll work me to death. But
you work them to death. Now, real quick, you started this church how many years ago?
22 years ago.
22 years ago, and this building was not here, was it?
No, I started in a horse barn.
Wait, you started a church in a horse barn?
Well, I was working in the Philippines. I came back home. My wife had the hay bales turned up on the end, and she was having a ladies' meeting in there. Next thing I know, I lost my horse barn, and it turned into a church, and with no intention of it happening, but it did. And then it grew so fast that we had to come back here and do it. And the Lord blessed it, David. 22 sweet years here at Creekside.
Mike, when I came, God started this thing called Splash Bartow.
Yeah, that was good.
You have been as instrumental in that. You did more to go help folks than anybody I've seen. Down on the mountain, you got to tell the story to the folks about how did y'all connect by giving food out down what the mountain is a place that's just a rough place, isn't it?
Yeah, it was rougher than it is now. And back in those days, but you had to knock on the bottom of the door because of meth houses. So you'd knock on the bottom. I had to learn those kind of things. I didn't know that. I never been in that environment. But they'd tell me, "You can't knock up high, Pastor. Knock down low, and they'll open the door." And I said, "Okay." And we'd find people in there, and we just shared the gospel. Half of them are in my church now, and coming to church with us. And golly, I think it's just an experience.
We took a bunch of teenagers down there and Splash and did all kind of projects.
Tore houses down, rebuilt them. You remember the meth house we did? Man, needles, we had to be careful of that old house. Golly.
I remember pulling the whole house down. I was there when the whole house came down. Those kids, those teenagers were so excited about that.
Yeah.
Mike, kind of a strange thing. Guys, if you don't know this, you need to go to a website called bartowcares.com, which is a community-wide thing of somebody cares for you. And the word for this month in Bartow County is support.
Yeah.
How do we, support one another? Because life's gotten tougher with COVID and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You're the best that I've ever seen at just being the most giving, supportive person that I've ever seen. Where does that come from, Mike?
I think it comes out of the Bible. Matthew, he said, "Go." He said, "Go into all the world." And we're supposed to go. In Jesus' name, go help somebody. David, when he talks about giving a cup of water, and you won't lose your reward for it, or a piece of bread, or clothing, or go to the jail, or whatever. Man, how powerful that is.
It is.
I think a lot of time our religiosity has nothing to do with the purpose of God. The kingdom has called us to go into all the world, to witness to them, see people saved. Last week we had 10 saved up there in Kentucky. And we just one run up, one back. What a wonderful thing.
Listen, I'm going to get to that Kentucky thing, but Mike, I heard a rumor a long time ago that you weren't always the person that you are now, that you used to be in like the Dixie Mafia. Is that right?
I don't even want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that? But before...
You know what? I guess everybody's got a history. and that was my history. I'm glad it wasn't that very long, and I didn't have to go to prison. I should have been in prison. I'm glad I didn't have to, and God delivered me. And that man's so dead now. I don't even know how to dig him up hardly.
Mike, I think that's one of the things that so many people, I don't think that there's the power of God, that there's the power to see a life changed.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm in Georgia and not in Alabama, because I spent 5 years as an idiot, and so I had to come over. But what people see now is not what I used to be.
Yeah.
But like you said, that person's gone.
He's over.
He's
I'll
gone.
tell you what. After having a massive heart attack up there in Adairsville.
We'll get to that one too.
And then 8 years later, I wound up with a stroke. But I found no place to quit. No place to quit. It's just, as a Christian, as a person in the community, how can you roll up? What you going to do? Where you going to go?
Guys, you may be thinking even right now that you're so frustrated because a lot of stuff. I mean, you may have had friends die of COVID, parents, family members, who knows. Like so many people, they need to know that somebody cares and that there's hope. I found people have lost hope, but there's hope that you can absolutely keep going and make a difference. So listen, I'm going to come back and I want to talk with you about what you've been doing in Kentucky. You've heard about all the floods up there. Mike's been running up there, been taking that money, been doing all kind of crazy stuff in a good way. But I want you to hear some of the stories of how people in Bartow County have absolutely made a difference in eastern Kentucky where they had that flooding. So we'll be right back.
I'm Jesse Weaver with Weaver Heating and Air. I am a second generation owner coming in. My dad started the business in July of 1973 and we're about to celebrate year 49 coming up. So we're really excited about that. Our business has been based on family, not only for ourselves but for our employees and also the customers that we serve. It's very important for us to not only provide heating and air, but we also like to be a part of the community physically and monetarily to help out in any needs that we can.
I'm Glenda Mitchell with Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. If you've been involved in an accident, give me a call. Let me help you. I give every client my personal cell phone number so you can call or text me anytime.
Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. We come to you.
Here at IPW, we are always looking for dependable, reliable people to join our staff. We are always hiring for crew members and crew leads. Our crew leads are the ones that would take over the shift and also drive the equipment. So if you're looking for an opportunity to grow in a place where you are valued, then come join us. You can go on ipwwash.com and click the careers tab and fill out your application, and I'll be in touch with you very soon.
Hey, it's Chris Nichols from Cartersville Cell Phone Repair. Whether you need your phone fixed or it's time for an upgrade, we've got you covered. We sell and repair phones, tablets, laptops, smartwatches, and even gaming consoles. We also have a huge selection of phone cases for newer and older models. Need accessories like chargers or car mounts? Or how about a Bluetooth shower speaker? Forget your passcode, we can get past that for you. Or if you want to ditch your current network carrier, come see us for unlocks. We're behind Lowe's next to Pizza Hut in Cartersville.
Hey guys, David Franklin with Cartersville Uncut, back with Mike Abernathy, who is one of the larger characters in Bartow County. I think that's the way to say it. Biggest heart of anybody. I wish I had your heart for people, but Mike, you've been running up to Kentucky where they had all this flooding. Talk to us about what you've been doing, what God laid on your heart, and tell us some of the stuff that's been going on in Kentucky.
David, when it started, I guess 2 months ago, whenever this thing all hit, I had some friends up there. So they called and they said, we need help. And one little old lady, she's about 80 years old. Her name was Old C. May. Old C. May. And she called and said, you got to come help us. And I told her, I said, well, I don't know about that. She said, you got to help us. So I called every pastor that I have a lot to do with. I called about 15, 20 churches. And I had $22,000 in my hand just in a week. Just bam, bam, bam. Everybody started donating.
Bartow County's got a big heart, don't they?
Oh, man.
I'm telling you what.
You can't believe it. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And they said, we can't go because of situations, but we can send. And then all of a sudden I had supplies coming in. Then I had trailers. First run we had 8 trailers, box trailers, and 1 huge flatbed. Then this past time we had 5 trailers. And we took 900 pounds of chicken this past week. 900 pounds of chicken. I got 900 more. I want to tell you something crazier than that. Somebody gave me a cow. I thought, a cow? What are you going to do with a cow? And they said, we'll even cut it up for you, grind it up. So I got 800 pounds of ground beef we're fixing to head up there with. We spent $22,000. I had my granddaughter doing the review for me, doing an Excel spreadsheet.
Doing all the books and everything.
To make sure every penny was accounted for, every dime. Because I feel like that is so important.
It is.
And, reputable, honest, above board. So I got spreadsheets for everybody when she got through of every expenditure of every dime that come in. There's people in there that gave $5. We got them on there, $1. Some people didn't know their names, so she just put Walmart guy, $5, and just bring it in.
So, Mike, you get up there. What did you find when you got up there?
Hey, when we got into Kentucky the first time, we had to rush in, and I won't go without I got a place to go, point of contact. But when we got in there, the first lady, they had us go into one town in the other side of Kentucky, and they called and said, well, we're a little bit far out. Man, they had all their supplies, all their buildings, everything was torn out, on the side of the road. Looked like a flood out of Florida, All the trash was piled up for miles up there. And then houses washed away, trailers washed away. People didn't have anything. We got redirected to a Methodist church, First Methodist Church. I said, I don't care where it goes, just, it's got to go to the people. And the lady dropped down and she started crying, man, tears just running down her face when we got there, the pastor's wife. She said, we wanted to have a revival. And said, this flood hit, and then we didn't have no money to do a revival even. Said, now this thing's hit, and we ain't got no food, we ain't got nothing to help these people. And he said, I hear Mike Abernathy is coming with a caravan. And she said, oh, we just started rejoicing. So he said, and here y'all pulled up and give us all this.
So what kind of people did y'all help?
Well, there was people that had lost their daddies and lost their aunts and lost their people, lost families. There's still tent families up there, David. They're
still living in
tents. And
so, Mike, you actually, because I heard they had how many people got killed in those?
Well, there was 35 killed.
35.
But there was 2,500 houses blown away, washed away. We bought 2 trailers this past week, and we took one load. We took brand new washers, dryers,
wow,
hot water heaters, and we took them up and gave them to the families. And we whooped in off the road, and Jimmy's got an old guitar they found there and gave to him. But we got out. These people didn't have nothing. They had 4 foot of mud in their houses, in the houses that were still there.
Wow.
And one of them's refrigerator fell through the floor. And so we took them all chicken, and then we took them, every house we went to, we had bought a refrigerator, a stove, washer and dryer, hot water heater, and a microwave for every house. Brand spanking new. And we gave it to them. And they said, we don't have to have brand new stuff, Pastor. We'll take used stuff. Just bring it to us. So I got 20 washers and dryers going up this trip. I got used refrigerators.
Well, you got 21. I got another one for you.
All right. The only thing we're going to need is people to get it in. And we have had such a marvelous time because everywhere we go, people knew what we were doing. This time we're going up to wire some mobile homes we bought, and we're going to hook them up electrically. So I got John Goetz' church. He's an electrical contractor. He's going, taking some 200 amp breakers to hook the trailers up. So we'll get to do that. And whoever goes with me, it's work. I mean, we go up. It's a long drive. It's a hard ride up, hard drive down. We're unloading and moving on.
Guys, let me just encourage you. You can make a difference. And Mike, if somebody wanted to give, they could send money to Creekside Fellowship.
Yeah.
And just designate it Kentucky Relief from Flooding.
Yeah.
Guy's biggest heart in the world. We come back, I'm going to ask him, because you and I did tornado recovery up in Adairsville.
Yeah.
And, now you've continued that. And so we're going to go back and revisit Adairsville for just a little bit. But we'll be right back.
So now we're in our Napa Auto Care Center with Chris Hughes, our shop foreman over here. Chris, it looks like we're pretty busy over here. So for our public that don't realize that we've gone mechanical, what all do we do over here?
You name it, we do it.
Oil changes?
Oil changes, alignments, rotates, brakes, suspension. We can put your new transmission in for you. We can do your engine, whatever you want us to do.
Tune-ups, check engine light?
Absolutely.
So Chris is our shop foreman over here. This is our Napa Auto Care Center. This is the mechanical side of the business. Chris is doing a fabulous job. Y'all, if you need anything mechanical, oil change, whatever, give us a call.
SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you find a huge selection of high-end mattresses without paying high-end prices? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you save 50 to 80% off retail every day? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. We offer the lowest prices on the best name brand mattresses. SOS Mattress and Clearance Center on Highway 41 in Cartersville, 1 block south of Home Depot.
Welcome to Spencer Aesthetics, located in the West End Commons Shopping Center at 650 Henderson Drive. Our fun and friendly staff deliver exceptional treatments, including an enticing range of facials, fillers, hair removal, skin tightening, body sculpting, hormone replacement, and sexual dysfunction treatments for both men and women. Whether you want to feel more desirable or to simply age gracefully, you deserve to feel beautiful from the inside out, and we will be with you along the way.
Welcome to Treasure Chest. Hey, why don't you come on in? Let me show you around and tell you what we're about. Football season has started. Come on in, check out our selection of recliners so you can kick back and enjoy that big game. We have a large selection of tables. We've got rustic, we've got cabin, we've got just casual dining. We have a lot to choose from. Hey, if you need a small sectional for your living room, or if you need a large sectional for your living room, or anything in between of sofa loves, we've got a selection for you. Here at Treasure Chest Outlet, we have good used furniture that we get by consignment. We have a good selection of new stuff. Why don't you come on by and see us, because you just never know what you're going to find here at Treasure Chest Outlet.
Hey guys, David Franklin back here with Pastor Mike Abernathy, pastor of Creekside Fellowship. You just heard him talk about running up Kentucky. Mike, you didn't even get to tell all the stories about the people you've helped. But you know, God put this kind of heart in you a long time ago, but in Bartow County, it kind of really exploded in 2013 when that tornado went through Daresville.
8 months.
I mean, you were up there working for 8 months. That tornado went through, and of course, we'd done the one in 2011. But the government kind of had us as the point people, and that was a crazy time, wasn't it?
Oh, it's rich. That was good. I left this church for 8 months, and they filled in while I was gone. 7 days a week.
No pastor's ever done that. Mike, that first Saturday in Adairsville in 2013.
We had every redneck in Bartow County.
We had 1,867 people working that first Saturday.
Absolutely. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
More chainsaws going. It was like a mill out there.
You know, the folks from Team Rubicon had been up at Sandy, and they'd come down as a military organization. They would help guys with PTSD, been in combat and stuff like that. They came down and were helping us, and they said, I remember they said, yeah, we're here to help. And all I kind of said, we'll put one on every team. I'm like, how many guys you going to have? And they said, we'll have 26 or 28. I said, dude, you don't understand. This is Bartow County. And they'd just come from Sandy.
They'd never seen it.
Up north, and they had 200 people that they managed. Mm. I told them, they're going to be a lot more than 200. They didn't believe me. They said, 300? I said, no. I told them we'd have 500. They said 500. I said, we'll have 500 at 7 o'clock. Mike,
no place better than Bartow County.
Our community responded in an unbelievable way, didn't it?
Absolutely. And through the whole 8 months, we tore down houses, built houses, roofed houses, cut trees up. I think we did everything but deliver babies. I didn't deliver any babies, but other than that, and you know what? We ate together. It's like we were in military again together, something, because we were all together. What a family, and all of Adairsville.
Mike, I remember two things stick out. We had to ask one lady, her whole house had gotten moved.
Yeah.
We asked her to wait till the very end and her be the last one because we started repairing houses.
Fantastic.
We did We tore down 25 houses, fixed 36 houses, because I still remember those numbers. You remember that lady we gave that house to?
I do.
With volunteers.
Hand her the keys.
2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Yeah.
Hand her the keys of that house.
Yeah. She was just sitting there crying.
I mean, that was a glorious moment, wasn't it?
We also gave that lady with the double wide house too. She was the same way. You know, I think that's just wonderful when a community can come together and do something for the glory of God, besides talk about it, when they can ride up there and see them.
Yeah, and actually do something.
Yeah, show me the gospel. Put some feet on it.
The other thing that sticks in my mind, and I'll never forget this, guys, I was about to do an interview, Channel 5 or Channel 2 from Atlanta. They were up there. Channel 5, they were interviewing Nathan Hadaway, and I was next.
Yeah.
And it was right after lunch, and you looked at me with this bad look on your face like, and I thought, something's wrong. So I go over there, and Mike says, man, I was throwing something up in the dumpster, and all of a sudden this pain went through here. I think I'm choked on
turkey sandwiches. You remember them turkey sandwiches we had?
They didn't put any mayonnaise on it.
No, it was dry, son.
And he said, I think I'm just choked on that. And my first thought was, okay, heart attacks. I said, come here and sit down in the van. So I put him in this van I was driving, turned the air on, and I started driving out, y'all. Because Mike, he's known for being, well, surely your wife would say stubborn, but I'm not going to say that. But we start driving. I said, let's run over here to
Redmond.
Well, I was thinking just run to a fire station. And I said, Mike, you might be having a heart attack. He said, let's go to Cartersville because your daughter worked there. And so we started out. I get on 41, and all of a sudden you said, stop. I'm like, what? And I said, you said, wait, I think that turkey sandwich is stuck. You jumped out of the van. Now, this is going to be gross, but I'm telling you, you start trying to make yourself throw up. And I called our prayer team and said, pray for Mike Abernathy. I think he's having a heart attack. Your face looked so bad, you broke out in sweat. You remember what you said when you got back in the van?
That was a bad turkey sandwich. That was a bad turkey sandwich.
You remember what you said when you got back in the van?
I think I was all right.
Yeah, you said, I feel better. I'm going down 41 at 100 miles an hour.
He was.
And the more I drove, the more you quit sweating.
Oh, I got under the air conditioner, buddy.
You got under the air conditioner. You started laughing. I actually slowed down. I didn't run, pulled into the hospital. I didn't run the red light. But I said, you wait here. I'm going to go in and tell him what's going on. Did he wait? No. I go in and I said, I think I got this man. He's maybe 5'7", weighs whatever.
That's nice of you.
Yeah. I said, I think he's having a heart attack. And I turn around, and he's walking in the door, and I could tell that thing hit you again.
Yeah.
So what happened after that?
Well, they put me straight in there. The doctor caught me because I'd just run for county commissioner here right before that. So every doctor over there knew me. When I came in the door, they ran back there, and they said, man, you having a heart attack. I said, well, I thought that's what I told y'all. But they stripped all my clothes off going in there and laid me on the table, and all the doctors got around me. And David, I'll never forget that. It was to cut a short whole thing, but I could feel something in my hand. It went up my arm. It went right there, and it was lifted off. Good Lord, was I in pain. I was hurting, man. Chest was hurting. I told my boys, I'm going. And I shut my eyes, and I guess I coded. I was gone. I came out of my body. I looked back on all them, and I don't know how long I was gone, but I was gone. And I got to go to heaven, see heaven right quick, and looked around. And then at a certain time later, however long it was, I came back and I looked at my body. I thought, geez, I got to go get back in that body. And I put my toe in my head, and I just slipped back down in it. And they took me to ICU, up in ICU. I told them, I'm fine. First one said was, he said, tell me about heaven, when they realized I was there. And for the next, from 4 o'clock until 12:30, back then you could come in both doors. I had 465 guests came to that emergency room. Every politician, every teacher, every lawyer, everybody that we knew, and they all came in and they all had one question. I don't care who they were. Is heaven real? What'd you see? What'd you see? Is heaven real? My grandchildren, my own children, my boy got up so sad, he said, Daddy, you just had a heart attack, and said, you can't keep us up. I said, oh, yes, I can. For this cause, I might have come here.
Yeah. Guys, Mike, you've done an incredible job of not stopping. We'll be right back, but I want to ask you a few more questions and then we'll wrap up. Guys, maybe the most unusual person I know in Bartow County, biggest heart for sure. If somebody would say, David, if you could have any man's heart for other people, this is the guy, most generous, compassionate guy I've ever met. And we'll be right back to wrap up.
Kelly Jones at Kennesaw Transportation. We have an exciting opening here at Kennesaw for a diesel technician, diesel mechanic, however you want to say that, but we need you. So if you've got your tools, if you have some experience, we're looking for you to join our team. We have great benefits, free dental insurance, free vision insurance, a free $25,000 life insurance policy. That just names a few. We have vacation and holiday and so much more. So give us a shout. Our website is right below. We would love to talk to you. It is an immediate opening, so call us today, reach out to us today. We're right here on Highway 411 in the beautiful Bartow County. All right, I look forward to hearing from you.
Hey, this is Joe Wilson, co-owner of Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, Cartersville's locally owned funeral home, serving all of Bartow County since 1977. The biggest difference of our funeral home here in Bartow County, Cartersville, is that we are a locally owned funeral home. We make all our decisions right here in the funeral home. When people walk in the door, they're going to meet the owner and know that we're making decisions on what's best for the families that have placed their trust and confidence in us and the needs of our community. We want you to know it would be our honor to serve your family during your time of need. Please call us at 770-382-0034.
Guys, David Franklin back with Mike Abernathy, pastor of Creekside Fellowship. Been going to Kentucky, doing all kinds of things. Mike, we've been reminiscing about Adairsville.
Yes.
But we got us a new guy. Who is this?
Brother Jimmy. He's my associate pastor for my senior group.
Okay, for your senior group. Jimmy, how old are you?
I'm 82.
82. And you've been going with Mike up to Kentucky, right?
I wouldn't go without him.
Wouldn't go without him. So wait, guys, let me make sure I got this right. I got a guy that's had a stroke, heart attack, and then a stroke, can't use his hands. Got an 82-year-old guy going up to Kentucky. Y'all are helping people out. Guys, I'm telling you, if they can do it, so can you.
Yeah.
The word for the month in Bartow County is support. Who are you going to go talk to and be an encouragement to and support them? Find out somebody that's in need. Guys, we got lots of great nonprofits, all kinds of things. Go find somebody to help and support somebody. And guys, I promise you, Mike, tell them the truth. When you give,
you're going to be blessed.
You're going to be. It makes your life better, doesn't it?
Oh, man. Over and over.
So, guys, go be good to somebody. Find somebody to encourage and support. Thank you.
Hello, Cartersville. If you haven't been by lately, come on by and check us out. We've totally revamped the store. We've added a lot more large capacity washers for your big loads. We have 40 pounders, 60 pounders, and 80 pounders for those huge loads. If you've got large bedding, come on by and see us. We've got the machine you need from a single person all the way up to a multi-family. If you're tired of doing laundry yourself, we offer a wash, dry, and fold service where you can drop it off. A few hours later, come back, it's ready to wear. We're located at 406 North Tennessee Street. It's All American Coin Laundry. Come by and see us for all your laundry needs.
Welcome to the village where evil lives.
Buy tickets now at 13stories.com/village.